Good morning. Testing 1, 2. Let me know if everything's all right. Good morning, Sullivan. Yo, yo, yo. All right, I can hear myself. All right, thank you, Sullivan. Yeah, let me turn my phone down. All right, all right. I think I'm going to do this every Thursday. I have a meeting every Thursday morning from 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning. And it's not easy for me to prepare for videos when I have that meeting. So why not just go live instead, Thursday mornings. Oh, still got to adjust a few things here. So Nasdaq, man. Nasdaq is not looking pretty. Just keeps on bleeding. And stock futures. Now, Jerome Powell, chair of the Federal Reserve, is going to be speaking today. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say. But, man, and Nasdaq futures down 34. It's just been kind of bleeding recently. 2021 lows. Here's my saying on things like this. All right, yeah, there could be a crash coming up, but 98 times out of 100, it's buy when everyone is selling and sell when everyone's buying. And so there is some legitimate fear. I want to take a look at the fear-greed index. Ooh, Andrea. Yeah. Should have shorted instead of staying long on EV stocks, got killed. Yeah, I exited EV, and I honestly, I mean, I am on record as saying that Tesla could go down as low as $450, which was half of its, half of its, what am I thinking? That was half of its peak. So, man, this is crazy. Fear Greed Index at 52, which for recent, recently that's pretty low. But I mean, still, we're not at that point yet where everyone's afraid. So, good morning, Hi Cutie. Good morning, Florino. I hope you did not sell any of your crypto that you bought. Please tell me you didn't sell. I did ask that once on a live stream. Hold, buy and hold. I know, it's looking down today. I did say that I called it almost exactly. Oh, good. Thank you. Good. Just don't even pay attention to your crypto. I said yesterday a couple things. I said, we hit 52,000, and I thought we're going to see some resistance on Bitcoin at 52,000, and that's exactly what happened. Now, at the same time, I did say that I thought maybe that was the last time we were going to cross 50,000. And so that didn't happen, but at the same time, honestly, it's going to happen soon. And we are going to look back on this day and think, man, I can't believe I could have bought Bitcoin under 50,000. But where was I? Yeah, if you're just now joining the chat, I've decided I'm going to go live every Thursday because I have a meeting at 6:30 in the morning every Thursday. And so it's hard for me to prepare for making a standalone video. So I figure why not just go live instead. So I'll be doing this every Thursday Probably from 8 until 9:30, 10, something like that. So whatever you guys want to talk about, I'll be happy to chat. A few things here. Just Nasdaq, Bitcoin, and crypto pulls back as Nasdaq sinks to 2021 lows. If the stock market goes down, if it crashes, that will affect crypto, but it's not going to affect it as badly. And at a time like this, when we're in such a bull run, it'll be a blip. It'll in the long run be a blip. So let's see. Once the Nasdaq is up again, I will sell some shares, buy more Bitcoin, and start a Litecoin position. Sounds good. Let's see, Bitcoin, silver, gold, it's all been going down. When people calm down and the Fed keeps going, we will rebound unless the bond yields keep going up out of control. Yeah, we got to pay attention to the bond yields. I'm willing to bet that the Fed will take extraordinary action to keep that in check. So, yeah, Bitcoin's going to be just fine. I'm not worried about Bitcoin being affected by anything going on with the Fed or in the stock market, aside from a major crash, which will be a temporary low. Bitcoin in the long run will actually benefit from this. So just, short-term stressors here. But man, what was I just thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. Never mind. Let me see what this article says. All right, Andrea, silver and gold. I'm in as well. It's basically not a real market, but you can hodl physical for when things go real bad. Yeah. Crypto people in general seem to be pretty skeptical about the future of precious metals. I am more so. I'm between the two. I'm more of a crypto man, but I don't buy this idea that that gold and silver are gonna die. I think that crypto holders are a little too enthusiastic about that. So let's see. Yesterday's story is all about crypto's diversion from tech stocks. After a day of steep gains, global market cap saw a reversal in its good fortune to finish the previous 24 hours 0.78% down at 1.58 trillion. Losses were small for big projects, Bitcoin, etc., Ethereum. Ripple has been on a storm the last few hours. Okay, XRP. XRP, man. I'm on Twitter, crypto Twitter. I'd recommend it. Just get on Twitter and follow cryptocurrency in general. And what you'll find is that the crazy XRP people, man, they're saying XRP, it's at 45 cents right now, that within a few weeks it's going to be $10, $13, something crazy like that. I don't buy that for a second. But this SEC stuff with XRP has definitely slowed it down, and they have some catching up to do, which they will after all of the craziness with the SEC. So what else? Oh, I thought this was interesting. So as rates rise, as yields rise, what we're continuing to see is this push against owning growth companies, and in particular big cap technology. And I think at the outset that makes sense. It starts to shake some complacency as yields goes up, and portfolio managers, especially those that are more short-term oriented, start to rethink those positions, says Jason Ware, etc. However, it's not all bad. Banks, which were cowering for most of 2020 over fears of the billions in loans they had given out to consumers and businesses would default, didn't. As a result, big finance is now primed to surge as borrowing cost increases are good for the banking industry. So someone that's going to benefit from yields increasing, well, banking. What else? There was something else. Okay, Melvin Capital surged 22% in February after the GameStop goring. That's a kind of a clickbaity title, but they're catching back up. So they're still down big time throughout the year, and Still down 43% year to date, but up 22% in February. So, boo-hoo. There's something else on Zero Hedge that I saw that I just thought that was very interesting. All right. Volcanic eruption in Iceland. All right. Eyes on Powell's speech. That's happening today. Okay, here we go. Zero Hedge, I should warn, is super doom and gloom. They're like, they've predicted 23 of the last 3 recessions, whatever that saying is. So they're always going to be on the side of like everything's coming to an end. And so I always take what they say with a massive grain of salt. So, and I'm saying that because I saw this article title here, which I haven't read yet. But warning, the bond market is starting to blow up again. Oh no! All right, something crazy happened in the repo market today. I won't talk about 10-year yields yet. What's the part that I wanted to say? Let me find... Oh, it's not in this article. Never mind, it is not in this article. I'll find it. Downfalls of going live, I suppose I would have been... Another Zero Hedge article. China gave us Corona in 2020. Will they give us the Tech Bear in 2021? Good day, email. Good. I'm going to guess afternoon for you. It's morning for me, but good afternoon. Let's see. I might not find it. So the article that I was looking for was about how when interest rates are low, as they are right now, as we are approaching actual negative interest rates, which I think might actually happen. They might actually take money from your bank account. Man, sorry. That causes major speculation to happen. And so it talked about NFTs a little bit. Talked about how somebody paid $6.6 million for a 10-second video NFT that was recorded on blockchain. We're seeing all this stuff with Pokemon cards, with basketball cards, that there's a general mindset that you have to put your money somewhere, because if you keep it in the bank, that causes, you know it's a melting ice cube. And so that's what we're seeing a lot of now, is a lot of money put into places that make those things more speculative than anything else. So here's one thing. I don't know if that's necessarily the thing I was thinking of, but Grimes is an artist. And artists, I have recently learned, I know this to be true, the popularity of artists nowadays is based on who they know, not on their actual skill. So Elon Musk's baby mama / love interest Grimes recently made a $6 million score in only 20 minutes by selling digital artwork in an online auction. And this is what happens. So NFTs are huge right now. I don't want to get duped. I kind of stay away, and I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up kicking myself in the future. But yeah, all right. Art collector Pablo Rodriguez Fraile, who, according to the Daily Mail, recently sold a 10-second video for $6.6 million, said, You can go to the Louvre, and take a picture of the Mona Lisa, and you can have it there, but it doesn't have any value because it doesn't have the provenance or history of the work. The reality here is that this is very, very valuable because of who is behind it. Okay, whatever. I will never pay, no matter how rich I am, $6.6 million for a 10-second video, essentially. I thought this was interesting. Not that it has anything to do with stocks, but what lies ahead, the grand solar minimum. Listen, climate change is scary to me. I want to be completely honest with you. But what this article points out is essentially what's coming. What is the biggest effect on the climate on this earth? Anyone logically should have the correct answer here. The sun. So even the most doom and gloom person talking about climate change has to acknowledge the sun plays the biggest effect on climate change. And so what this article is posting is not a climate change denial type thing, but just facts that what's coming ahead for us into late 2020s to maybe the late 2040s is a grand solar minimum where the Earth will have some cold winters and things like that, and not, not denying that the man-made climate change that's happening is a real thing, but for our lifetimes, it could even be the next 70 years in the late 2020s. It could be the rest of our lifetimes that we go through this cooling period. And my fear with that is actually that people are going to think that all this climate change fear is nonsense. And so they're going to do things that are even more wasteful and more damaging to the environment. And so, yeah, we'll be fine, but in our children's children will be okay. But then after our lifetimes, I don't know. Enough about that. I thought it was an interesting extra reading article that this is a fact. There are periods of maximum solar minimums, and we are going to enter a period of a solar minimum. So, what else? Let me know what you want to talk about in the comment sections. Wall Street Bets has become pretty difficult to navigate. Oh, and I want to share with you, just thank you all so much for your support. I reapplied for monetization yesterday and got approved. And so if you are watching any of my videos and you see commercials on it all of a sudden, that'll be why, because I did get approved. And so you all played a part into that, and I am thankful for each and every one of you. That maybe I can start getting the ball rolling with making some kind of living on this. Andrea, I'm just concerned about what the Federal Reserve is going to do. Yeah, I mean, look, they're not gonna turn things off. They're not gonna stop the money train anytime soon. So, thank you, Sullivan. Yeah, I really appreciate it. You've been very supportive. What else? Wall Street Bets has been kind of difficult to navigate. Just, man, 9.4 million degenerates now. I'm going to come out. I'm going to make a very short video, maybe later today, about just my feeling that the rules have changed. Now, I've made these videos, Wall Street Bets Rules of Engagement, and what I used to love about Wall Street Bets is that legitimately I could go on there and see what they were talking about and get in early enough and make some decent money off of Wall Street Bets. And now I have this feeling that that's not the case anymore because because of how mainstream it is. I mean, I've seen articles on Zero Hedge, I've seen articles on Yahoo Finance about Wall Street bets, and it's like this is the new reality. And so it's making me rethink how to browse this subreddit to actually glean stuff that will help me in the bottom line. So what is up, Nick G? What's up? Um, I if you missed this, I got approved for monetization yesterday, so I'm pretty stoked about that. And you know, you've been here from the beginning, Nick, so I definitely am appreciative of you and your support here. So I'm gonna post on Twitter real quick. I forgot to actually share the live stream, so bear with me for a second as I do this. And in the Discord, I gotta go to the Discord. Oh, let's see, let's see. Alright, I am back. Yeah, thank you, Nick G. That's a relief, because I honestly, like, if I got rejected again, I would have probably had to stop making videos. I mean, I can't, you know, support a family of 5 or, you know, 5 kids and a wife with hobbies. So would have need to see some kind of return here. UWMC. Let me see what's up with UWMC. Thank you, Jorge, by the way. Be happy to take a look at it. I don't know much, but do some live research here. UWM's Holdings Corporation. .38% dividend yield. That is a little low for a holdings corporation. Next dividend March 9th, very soon. Price target. I mean, it looks like a safe option. Good morning, Lalo. Jobless claims rose slightly. All right, let me see what Deutsche Bank has to say. All right, a moat is often talked of as the element to make a company truly stand out from the pack. For Deutsche Bank analyst Ashish Sabadra, UWM Holdings Corporation is one such name in possession of the elusive quality. All right. The company has invested heavily in putting together a world-class modern IT infrastructure that rivals the scale of much larger organizations and efficiently leverages a mix of modern technologies like the public cloud infrastructure, etc., etc. All right, it's an approach that is disrupting the staid mortgage industry, but the transformation hasn't happened overnight. It's an ongoing process which has taken place over the past decade. So this is interesting. I mean, they're talking about the technology, but this is a mortgage company. So I'm wondering, Jorge, if this can serve as some kind of disruptor in the mortgage industry. honestly, I don't know much about this, but I'm curious. I will look more into it. Let's see, some due diligence. GME squeeze calculator. I'm not sure why the first one, whatever. Anyway, squeeze calculator. The reason for this post is to enable everyone here in WSB to calculate the gamma squeeze effect for themselves instead of relying on random DD figures. So there's a link here to download for a squeeze calculator. GameStop, 127 pre-market. I'm feeling good about GameStop, by the way, just so you know. Not necessarily today, although traditionally Thursdays are good days for GameStop. So we will see. All right, current price, projected price. I can't edit it. Let us see. Can I edit? View only. Okay. I wonder if I can copy this and then edit it myself. Okay. Well, that was fun, I guess. I'm sure there are more things in that post I can read to understand what I'm actually looking at. You'll need to enable macro, needed to run block shoals functions. Okay, anyway. Based on the market close date of 3/3/21, using options data up to the 3/19 expiry, the net delta hedge shares by MM stands at 6.8 million, and if GME price were to increase to $200, they would need to buy an additional 6 million shares. Now, suppose you want to see what happens when somebody buys 20,000 of 312 $200 calls. Go to that sheet. Blah blah blah. All right, it seems interesting. Take a look at that if you want. I'm gonna just copy that link for future reference. There we go. I'll put it there. Big numbers, pictures too. Buying $200 more for more. Banana counting machine. Alright, what is going on? Kathy's 3D printing top 10 stock DDD down 50% from all-time high. Yeah, man. Kathy Wood, she seems to be, I don't know. Any opinions on Kathy Wood? I'm not feeling good about Kathy Wood, to be honest with you. Ello, Lello, Bello, what is up? What is up? So they double down on Tesla last week, and Tesla, like I'm on record saying I think Tesla's going to could go to 450. And all right, I mean it's looking better pre-market, but like they doubled down at like 670 something, and that did cause the price to go up a little bit. But man, I just thought that was was a move that seemed a little desperate. And so now you know, they're big into 3D printing. One of Kathy's biggest position in the 3D printing ETF is currently over 50% down from all-time highs. Price has been dumping on low volume. Okay. Earnings drop, profits lagged estimates, and yet Kathy hasn't sold any of her shares. She's often said she doesn't care about low revenue in the short term. She focuses on the future of disruptive innovation. Drops on low volume on promising stocks such as Triple D offer great buying opportunities for the mid to long term. Low volume means it's not big players who are dumping their shares, but small fish. 3D printing is only destined to grow, especially due to increasing lower costs of production. That's true. However, 20 years from now, most of the 3D printing companies that exist right now will no longer exist. So will Triple D be one of them? It seems more likely than other companies, but we'll see. All right, Jorge, if I sell an in-the-money call, do those options get called away right away or at expiration? You mean the shares, Jorge? If you're talking about the shares, so if you sell an in-the-money call, it's not like the shares get exercised. You're selling that contract to another person. So so somebody else, let's say for GameStop, you have a contract, the right to purchase 100 shares for $100 on March 19th, for example. If you sell that contract, somebody else is not buying the 100 shares for $100. Somebody else is buying the right to buy those 100 shares for $100. So that would be pretty crazy if every time somebody sold a contract that somebody had to buy 100 shares. So yes. RKT, current DD. Let's see what's up with Rocket. If you've watched my video yesterday, I said stay away from Rocket. So let's see. Down 11 cents pre-market. Nothing crazy. Oh man, Florino. What do I think of Neo? Man, this is a tough one. So I like Neo long term, but at the same time, you don't strike me as a long-term type holder, Florino. So what happens if you buy at 40 and this goes to 30? Are you going to sell? I mean, I think 40 is a great price if I'm holding 2 years from now, no doubt. But it could go lower still. Sullivan managed to near perfectly time Rocket 2 days ago and threw my profits straight in GME. That's fantastic. And if you know, yeah, I mean, I know you've been following for a while. It's like that's how you play by those rules, because okay, 4 to 5 months for Reno, then yes, I think it's a good price to get in. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Sullivan. So those rules of like any stock, GameStop being the exception, pretty much. But any stock that you see get major hype on Wall Street Bets, and that stock then shoots up like crazy, hit the sell button, and it looks like that's what you did. So awesome, fantastic. High tide. Is this weed stock? gaming. Yes, classic buy the rumor, sell the news. Pre-market GME looks dope. Yeah, I try not to pay too much attention to pre-market, but it's always nice. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously helpful when something crazy happens pre-market. Nick G, it is what? Sorry, it's a gaming company or, I mean, all right, CBD. So it's a weed stock. I saw something about gaming there. Let's see how High Tide has done. Oh, it's pretty new. Okay. 2 months old. They have bought almost all the other competitors. Eventually, they will be the only game in town. All right. Excellent. Andrea, I'm long Neo at the moment, and I thought it would hold up. I'm kind of positive about the $40 mark still, but if the market tanks further, which I'm worried about, I'm not. All right. Lalo buying SOAC. I wish I knew all of these. Sustainable Oh, a SPAC. Which I'm not surprised is down because Sustainable is down. FCEL. I bought into the hype on that one, and that's down. So Andrea, yeah, that sounds pretty good. A pretty good assessment of Neo. 6 months will be 50 to 60. And if the market rebounds to new highs, I think it'll hit 70 in 6 months. But that is a guess. Yeah. Merger announced with Deep Green. They announced it already? All right, yeah. Can't look at one stock's performance when the entire market is down. Yep. All right. Let me see. All right. I wanted to read this rocket due diligence here. There's SSR in place for rocket, and panic sell-off corrected the price to healthy level. I assume 40-ish end of week without hype. With hype, squeeze is possible, so even 70 plus is not a meme. I'm buying more RKT because of SSR in place. 3.5 at close. The ex-dividend is recorded. Ah, yes. Okay. CEO of RKT, Jay Farner, yesterday at Morgan Stanley conference announced that 40-plus values during peak was still undervalued, according to his analysis. Bullish expectations from CEO. Not a share sold from 95% ownership of their stock. Short squeeze potential. Morgan Stanley conference with Rocket CEO sent confident signal. Interest rates are not going to rise, as official made it clear they do not mind greater than 2% inflation. Man, if they don't mind greater than 2% inflation, whew, all right. Because, I mean, greater than 2% inflation seems pretty obvious to me. Good luck with the other stock, but I like the Rocket. Rocket is and never was PD, and 70 plus is not a meme. Well, good luck to all you Rocket holders if you're still holding Rocket. We'll see. I don't know why NEO is down pre-market, but Tesla is holding, though. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see Tesla where it was. Because earlier this morning, Tesla was down pretty solidly pre-market. So, and Nasdaq futures are up. That's all right. Let me see Neo. Let's see. Unless it's Bitcoin, LOL, Bitcoin always does well when the market dips. Yes, when it dips, but when it crashes, it can be affected. Oh yeah, we were just on Neo, weren't we? So 40.30. Wouldn't be surprised if that bounced back up. Yeah, there's this Facebook group I'm in for options trading, and like it seems like they're literally wrong about everything. It's hilarious, but it's not hilarious because I bought into fuel cell based on people being like, I have no doubt in my mind fuel cell is going to be at $35 a share on March 19th. Huh. Okay. 1560. And what was another one? Oh, Neo. They were huge on Neo, talking about spreads and everything. Which spreads are cool and all, but like, these people boasting about making an easy $10,000 on spreads. It's like, whatever. Greater than 2% inflation, that's just insane. Not that crazy. What else? What else? Oh, hey, UWMC. Somebody just asked me about that. All right. Yeah, Jorge asked me about that. Okay. Let me see GSAT. This is a lesson that I've learned the hard way. I've learned this the hard way. It's like, and I learned this more than 10 years ago. It's like you have a friend who's like all in on a certain stock and they pressure you to buy it. And you buy it and inevitably the stock tanks. Like that happens more often than not. And so why do I keep doing it? I mean, other than the fact that it's been profitable for me recently, but I know the general rule is don't. So even with crypto, I literally bought half of an Ethereum for a friend when it was at $600 because I didn't want him to put his own money into it. And Ethereum topped out at 2,000, now is at 1,560. But anyway, yeah, okay. $3.50 calls based on some recommendations. That one time it rockets, you forget the other 100 times it didn't. I mean, it sure looked like it was going to hit 350 in February, Nick. But now, yeah, doesn't look like it will. I'm going to be back in like 10 seconds. Mike and Ike's Breakfast of Champions. Got GSAT 2 because of Qualcomm partnership. We are officially pre-market. I got a notification that Palantir is up. Woohoo. Bada bing, bada boom. 5.51%. Eh. All right, if GME can be shorted to oblivion, so can other companies. So I'm worried some stocks just tank without you having any idea because some people want to make people believe it's a bad stock. I am thinking today is going to be a good day, a positive day for GameStop. I love it. I love that we've just been inching up, you know, slowly but surely this week. Moving, making small moves. So we'll see. We'll see what the future has in store. There was this one stock that Yahoo Finance was talking about with Wall Street Bets. Here we go. I thought this was interesting. I'll get to that in a second, Nick. I'll take a look at that. But Tanger, I don't know how to pronounce that. Factory outlet rises as Wall Street Bets traders shift focus. I had not heard anything about Tanger. So stock becomes the latest public company to. It's not like I honestly that I don't really check Wall Street Bets a ton throughout the day. Tanger. Oh my goodness. Leave me alone, the street. So potential short squeeze. I don't know. So, well, it's not even necessarily about the article, what's in the article. What's the ticker on that? Is it TSX? I think that's what it is. TSK? Tanger. SKT. Wow. So, I mean, nothing parabolic yet. That's the thing. So if this thing shot up like crazy in the coming days or something like that, be like, you know, I could see that. But if there was like insane movement, which I mean, it has gone up quite nicely from October, November until now, then I'd be like, sweet, you know, I'm taking my profits, I'm getting out. But, you know, you compare this to Rocket. It's like Rocket went crazy. Come on. Yeah, I mean, and that's why I said yesterday, time to get out. So, let's see. A friend of mine got burned on Relly, bought at the peak, $30, and the stock is holding steady at $5. Ouch. Ouch. Let's see. PLXP. Headhunt Shoe, what's up? Really, it's funny, you know, you know I'm in Ohio, Headhunt Shoe, and I don't know what Tanger outlet is. I mean, albeit I'm pretty new to living in Ohio, but Pharma. Okay. Oh, here we go. SKT. So you accidentally YOLO'd 100K into SKT instead of RKT? It's fine. You're a retarded ape with big hands. I get it. It's hard to use a keyboard. But don't worry too much. The RKT already took off. Blah, 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 blah. SKTY Tanger has the most potential for 30x tendies. SKT, in case you missed the first post, Tanger outlets is prime for a huge breakout. SKT to $200 might be retarded, might be genius. I'm doing it either way. Sounds interesting to me. So many calls are expiring in the money and very few puts are. Price action has been steadily increasing and only now is the retarded meme pattern taking over. Essentially, shopping malls set up around highways from my understanding. There's one that I'm picturing on 75, a little north of Cincinnati. That might be one of them, but I didn't know the name of it. But that's funny. Yeah, Georgia. Cool. Without having done any research onto whether I would like the stock or not, this looks like it has potential to be an early enough possibility. I am concerned that we're seeing that we're seeing articles about this on Wall Street Bets, but this looks a little early to me as far as whether or not it's worth getting in. It's a gamble. Not gonna lie, it is a gamble. If you invest in this, you're gambling. But you know, people talking about $300 a share might be worth it. Tanger. Bet on the Fed. What is IEF? Yes, Nick G. Sell everything and YOLO into something that may go crazy over the next day or two or crash. AMC could really take off. Yeah, maybe the retirement as well. Why could AMC... You know, AMC... is one of those... Like, yeah, there's short squeeze stuff as well, but... I mean, obviously AMC will be making more money a year from now than they are now. That's a funny looking chart. You know what? I have changed my mind. That's pretty crazy that it looks like their stock price was pretty much unaffected by the coronavirus. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Never mind. It has been affected by the coronavirus. I like AMC as a long game, but I still say it's not a buy until some of the hype dies down. You're probably right about that. All right, Reliance Global Group, Rely. So your friend brought in at $30. Wait, you did say that, right, Nick? Check on crypto. When would that have happened? Because earliest date that I'm seeing here is February 10th. So I'm wondering, did it exist previously as something else, or was that intraday? Did it really? Probably not. Probably not intraday that it would have gotten that high. I don't know. Good morning, Conan. This was February. I don't know. I'm not going to pay more attention to that. SKT, another SKT post. Man. You know, I feel like gambling. All right. Even with all the streaming services and movie bootlegging from the house, LOL, you guys still believe there is a continued market for theaters? Not saying that you guys are wrong, just hearing thoughts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like going to the movie theater. People love to watch things in theater and spending $20 on stale popcorn for the same reason. One thing I like about going to movie theaters is, like, I can't just sit down and watch a movie at home without doing anything else. It's like I will inevitably pull out my phone or open a laptop or something. And so sitting in a movie theater forces me to actually watch the movie. But that's just me. Wow, that's interesting. Any option, call or put can be a bagger here just based on the low IV alone. If IV reaches near GME, AMC, BB, SKT levels, they can triple in value based on Is this an RKT or an SKT? It's SKT, but I don't know. I'm still confident there's going to be a market. All right. If you have kids, it's the only place they will sit down and shut up through the movie, that in my experience. Amen to that. Oh my goodness. SKT. Man, you guys can make fun of me if this flops, but I will be taking a look at some SKT options when the market opens. Probably wait until 10 or so. I did notice, I looked at it earlier this morning, I think, and it looked pretty cheap. Yeah, man, these options are cheap. We'll see what happens when the market opens, but SKT rocket emoji, that's all I need. That's right. Oh man. That's the funny thing about all of this. The scary thing about doing a live stream is that you know, I talk about wanting to play a little gamble, maybe throw $1,000 or something into it, and people on the chat are going to be tempted to do the same thing. And so, hey, how about I throw out a disclaimer? This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research before investing your hard-earned money. You have seen in this stream all of the research that I have done into SKT. Yeah. Oh, headhunt you. Oh, man. If it flops, it looks like we're all flopping together. Yeah, that's hilarious. It's just, man, I love cheap options. I hate expensive options. That's the thing. That's the thing for me. Like Tesla, that's why I never got into Tesla on the way up or down. Although I did get into GameStop when the options got quite expensive. So, cheap options, man. It's like, that's the weight of my heart. Tell me you love me. I have cheap options available for sale. I think we're early. It's entirely speculative. But I think we're early. That's the only reason why I'm like, hey, let's do this. Because, you know, Rocket, where are we on the Rocket timeline? We're probably here. March 1st, $24.30. Or maybe even February 26th, $21.85. So March 2nd topped out at $41.60. Yeah, $3.19.50. I mean, that will be worth, that will cost more when the market opens in 11 minutes. But yeah, 50 cents, man. Buy something, I don't know, buy 20 of those for $1,000. I might go a little bit lower, you know, buy 10 options worth $100 each, or, you know, 10 $1 options. We'll see. We will see. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm afraid that as soon as the market opens, this is going to shoot up like crazy. But whatever. Or maybe I'll buy, you know, I'll buy a couple shares at market open, or a couple options at market open, and then put the rest in later today. I'll probably do that. I love seeing this chart here. That's the thing. That is not, that's big growth, but that's not parabolic. Let's see. Reddit apes just go on a screener and look up any stock over 30% short. Yeah, pretty much. I'm going in on SKT, but only expecting a pump and dump given all the changes from COVID. I'm not too comfortable regarding medium-term prospects for REITs. Going to try and ride the momentum. By no means do I expect to be holding this even next week, honestly. Maybe next week. I mean, it is Thursday. But 2 weeks from now, no. No, 2 weeks from now, my attention will be pretty much 100% on GameStop. So... for personal reasons, there's one stock I'm going to look up here, PSTH. This has been kind of tanking a little bit. I mean, not a ton, but I have some options expiring on March 19th. I'm thinking about getting out of those options now. I still have plenty of shares. Yeah, it's just been going, it's just been slipping. I don't know. I do like this long term, but whatever. I bought those long enough ago that I'm still in the positive for both of them. Or for all four of them, I should say. So... Wall Street bets. Seven minutes until the ride of our lives with Tanger Factory Outlet Centers. Hey, Bitcoin's moving up a little bit. Although that looks like it might be some kind of an ascending wedge, which is a slightly bearish signal, not anything crazy. Nevin Cash, yes, we are live. I've decided on Thursday mornings I have a meeting from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. and I have no motivation before or after that meeting to do research on articles to prepare for a video. So instead, I'm just going to go live on Thursday mornings. And this will be a pretty normal thing from, I don't know, 8 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern time, I should say, until maybe 10, something like that. So check on Thursday mornings, please. Yeah. I'd love to chat some things up. If you have gotten in the chat late, one announcement, I did get approved for monetization. So I really appreciate all of you guys, all of you who have helped me get here. I'm excited about what that brings. So, sweet. It's great. It's great to see stuff like that, Nevin. Really appreciate that. So, what was I just saying? I don't know. If any of you are in the mood, you want to turn on some of my old videos, have it playing in the background or something. Wouldn't mind that. So, hey, thank you, Head Hunchu. Yeah, so now I am definitely a lot more motivated to increase the quality of the content and the streams. Because this last month, I'm like, well, what if they reject me? You know, I can't be paying money on better monitors, better computers, and things like that if, you know, I'm not going to see any kind of return. So I hope that the end result of this, for you guys, for those of you who have been watching, is that you will have not only better quality videos and streams and stuff like that, but you'll have better research content that you're listening to, and it's not just me trying to scramble around putting things together like some kind of hobby, you know. So, all right, Nevin, I have been following your strategy on Bitcoin, and you opened me up to BlockFi. Awesome. Yeah, man, I'm big on BlockFi, and I love getting that 6% annual return on my Bitcoin. So, looking to, Lord willing, get out of Robinhood. Before I knew any better, I bought a bunch of crypto on Robinhood, and hopefully I can transfer that. Um, oh wow, okay. Is Tanger a short or long? I work with them in my business, and they have been cash poor for a while. Building repairs. This is definitely a, well, it's long, but how long? Long. It's a this is the next short. It's a short squeeze target, I guess you could say. So like, there's a few of us in this chat who, when the market opens or a little bit after the market opens, will be buying some cheap options, some calls on this, and maybe we'll see it shoot up over the next few days, and then it's a pump and dump. It's being hyped, and given the lack of parabolic movement so far, this is potentially early on in the upwards movement, is what some of us are thinking. I'm not gonna lie, it's a gamble. It's a little bit of a gamble, but you know, if you have some money that you're okay with losing, a couple $100, whatever, I wouldn't put more than 1,000 into it. Then, choo choo. Didn't even know they were in play. Yeah, I had never heard of them until this morning, and this stream. The entirety of my research on this is based on the things I've read on this stream, and that's how life is. Oh, so BlockFi doesn't have recurring purchases. That's a bummer. Wow. All right. You use Coinbase to purchase it and then move to BlockFi. That's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised. BlockFi is very active on Twitter. I might reach out to them after this stream and be like, hey, you should set up recurring purchases. I think I will do that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, yeah, it's in the works, or we're planning on it, something like that. So, Nevin, I'm totally with you on that. Yeah, that it sounds a little too good to be true, but I know that they do loans, and so it's like that's the kind of the thing. Their deal is that they make money by loaning out money so that people can buy crypto or do other things. All right, we are seconds away from the market open. And I am going to hop off the chat for a little bit just to buy a couple calls, a couple of the cheap SKT calls. Here we go. I would also love it if they could make deposits last a little quicker. Let's see. I'll do 25. I'm going to buy two $25 calls. I don't think the price is updated on it yet, though. Let's go. Oh man, I wouldn't be surprised. I just bought 2 calls, or tried to buy 2 calls, but I wouldn't be surprised if those didn't go through the entire day. Alright, gonna try again. Price is still not updated, at least for me. So let's see. Why GME only sideways? Gorns. You know, it's been slowly but surely climbing. You know, over this week at least. You know, it had some moments where, yeah, it shot up, but given the fact that on, when was that? You know, Monday it opened pretty low. I mean, Monday we were under $100 on Monday, and then it's just been climbing. You know, all right, maybe I'm happy where GameStop is right now. And maybe it'll go up to like 140 next week, and then the week after that, I wouldn't be surprised if it shot up pretty heavily. All right, still trying to buy those options. Man, come on. Yep. Still haven't bought them. Any luck to any of you? Really, you've heard it does. If it doesn't hit 145 by the end of the week, we won't go anywhere. Huh. Okay. Well, you know, Thursdays have traditionally been big days for GameStop, so we'll see what happens today. UWM. Somebody just asked me that, didn't they? You mean UWMC, Gwarns? What options are these? We're talking about SKT, Tanger Factory Outlet Centers. We thinking we're on the early side of essentially a pump and dump here. It is a gamble. It's a slight gamble, but I'm just wanting to throw a little bit of money at it, just to see what happens. So slow going so far. Well, I'm gonna hop back on the chat. If any of you can let me know when is this the work of God? All right, so yeah, UWMC. So I haven't read a ton about it, Gwarns, but the little that I've read, I am impressed. So I need to do more research to, you know, give more of a conclusive statement. All right, Bitcoin back above 50,000. Here we go. But yeah, it's looking pretty good to me. So come on, SKT. RKT going back up. All right, there we go. SKT, RKT. What about QKT? Probably isn't such a thing. Maybe it's not over for Rocket. Or maybe it's a dead cat. I don't know. Come on, Bitcoin. All right, come on. Oh, wow. Ooh, those SKT calls just certainly went up in value. I'm just going to buy. Man, I don't know now. Oh, man, that stinks. I want in, but I'm not. I'm just going to buy one, honestly. That stinks. I need to cancel those calls that I bought. Or that I tried to buy when the market, right when the market opened. All right. Well, I may regret that. That's a bummer. Umberto, what is up? Do you understand what CFD is about compared to options? I don't. Can't believe how much those options went up in value on SKT. Trading 212 is limited buying in SKT. My goodness, man. I'm not feeling very good about this trade all of a sudden. Not going to lie. But, I threw $250 at it. I'm not going to cry. Nick G bought one. Do I think Rocket will go up more? Man, I think today it will. The research that I've read on Wall Street Bets, at least, they're still very bullish about it. Sir Jackalot is big into Rocket, which he's a major player in Wall Street Bets. Was probably the biggest name before DFV took his throne, and so he's still in. He likes the stock, and so that's a bullish sign for me. Well, we bought one, so we are a brotherhood of retards, of apes. So I salute you. But hey, maybe we'll make a few $100. Whoa. Get out of here. Whoa. Sullivan. Was that a $30 call? Yeah, people just want the divvy. Oh wait, 0.5 RKT. Never mind. RKT, SKT. Oh, all right. Can't buy either of those through CFD. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. All right, checking on Bitcoin again. It's nice to see it back above 50. Yeah. See you, I guess, in a few minutes. Nick G. I'm going to check out Rising on Wall Street Bets. All right. GME Mega Thread, March 4th. Still doing that. Wow, AMC opening 35 more theaters. All right, here we go. UWMC. People talking about UWMC again. I want to check on their price. Come on. So getting some hype on Wall Street Bets, but no major price movement yet, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Lots of questions about UWMC today. Long-term hold. We are getting played. RKT to UWMC. In the past day, we've seen many posts talking about UWMC and how it's going to be the next RKT. Way too many. TLDR, we are getting played. Just look at the number of UWMC posts in the past day. I had a quick look at the institutional ownership of UWMC and something clicked. Gorilla sees pattern. First look at the 13F of RKT, then look at the 13F of UWMC. Notice any similarities. We are getting played. Obligatory rockets. Citadel. See, this is... Yeah, the bot conspiracy. That's exactly what I was just thinking when I saw this. I'm getting so tired of this stuff. And that's why Wall Street Bets, it's not the same anymore. And everything has changed. The rules have changed. It's like, I saw this place as a place where legitimately I would do research based on what I saw on the subreddit and make a good amount of money. And now I'm paranoid. And I'm tired of it. Like everything getting pumped. It's like, oh, nope, that Citadel's behind it. Oh, Melvin's trying to play you. All right, Headhunt Chew, see you later. Have a good one. What is up, Torian? Man, I am so tired of this GME Street Bets. That's the only thing you can trust anymore. Yeah, GME to the moon, obligatory rocket emoji, diamond hand, ape. We're apes, we're gorillas. Yada, yada. And nothing else can be looked at honestly anymore. I mean, it has changed. Good morning, Daniel Cho. WSB has gotten very ugly with disinfo. I think it will be okay after GME for now. There are too many hedgies getting involved in shilling bots into the mix. And who's the bots? That's the thing. That's the thing. Who are the bots? WTI. So fundamentals look good. No crazy hype here. Good PE ratio. No dividends. I can forgive that. Just bots are useful idiots. Definitely some upward movement. Another new one, huh? No, never mind. The bots are CNBC and low-paid employees. Honestly, I have those theories, but have no clue. But you can feel the falsehoods on there and read through them. Yeah, the low-level employees of the hedge funds, it's like they could easily put together some good research and make it seem legit for anything. So between one, I'm not, Nevin, as far as GameStop is concerned, I'm not all that concerned about the price right now. 120 to 130. I mean, it's been trading with that within that range these last few days. Gorns, this is WTI. Conan said keep an eye on WTI, so I just took a look at the page. That's all. But we'll see. I mean, I think I think there's going to be more action next week, and then the week after there will be for sure. So, what is up, M? What is up? Is that oil? I believe so. Holding for life-changing money or going bust, so I don't care about the current price much either. 120 to 130 resistance has been odd. Yeah, and we're moving down right now. Yeah, I mean, I just have shares. I don't have any options for GameStop. My cost average is 101 right now. I made plenty on my options. And, I kept buying every day, a little by little, on my shares. So I'm in it for the long haul with GameStop, but I do expect some action to be happening here in the coming weeks. So happy to bag hold GME for the meantime. I honestly don't see it moving anywhere drastically soon, but I'm expecting lots of restructuring. And if there's a catalyst, it could be a huge squeeze. Yeah, same. I'm with you on that. Oh, should have waited until around 10. That is generally my rule with options, with buying in something new. Wait until 10. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Nevin. All right, navigating away from there. Oh, those Facebook notifications. I'm not worried about What you gonna do? Oh, don't miss up. Man, that is some wild movement there. Shot above 50, shot back down below 50 pretty far. AMC used to pay dividends. I may get in a lower price point and hold out till they start paying again. Maybe. PLTR mega thread? There's a Palantir mega thread? Okay. Rocket mega thread, I knew that. Oh, I'll check on Rocket real quick. Man, it got up to 30. Double top there before coming down. Lots of resistance at 30. All right. GME up to under 100K loss right now. Man, you bought high. Oh, wait a second. No, you bought at 124. I don't know. Ooh, ARC. Buzz isn't a diversified meme stock. It is open today. I talked about Buzz in my video yesterday. It really isn't a meme stock ETF, but it's a funny idea. So many factors with that 315 to 319 squeeze, the stimulus, the report out date at 326. I just don't even know what to think at this point regarding GME. It's tough. Yeah, yeah. Agreed. Carnival going to 50. Right. Yeah. Yep. Cruise sales for next year are through the roof, really. Man, people need their cruises. Second dip in Rocket, all right. Wow, I did not realize UWMC was talked about so much yesterday. All right. And that's interesting because and they really haven't had much price movement. Look at that, up 9 cents. So why that? Well, shot up to 1089, now down. All right. Okay. Cruise stocks are too expensive right now. All right. Highly suspicious. Can you hear me? Well, I am getting off in about 2 minutes, so apologies about with the stream. But yeah, see you later, Nick. I'll be live every Thursday, and from around 8 a.m. Eastern time to about 10 a.m. Eastern time. And so yeah, come around. Let's chat. And other than that, I'll be making regular standalone videos, but also I'll go live whenever anything crazy happens with GameStop. So otherwise, yeah, you all have a great day, great rest of your week. See you later.